what's on the boob tube. Now that we know Thursday is the real hump day, we might be able to dig the bizarre formation of the modern week. In the name of short shorts and tube socks, what's Dr. Mikhailovich doing on public access TV?
He's Renaissance in the San Antonio Riverwalk sense of the word.
When the Earth materialized, there were 2 independent clusters of 3 days each, with Thursday in the middle, aloof from the other 6.
According to the Master and Servant Act of 1823, the good doctor should be here, maintaining our cape and fending off a potpourri of advances.
As the planet crystallized, the early week cluster and late week cluster actually drifted farther away from Thursday, almost touching the previous and subsequent weeks, while the reclusive Thursday, ancestor of our modern personal day, composed of me time, continued to float in isolation within a vast ocean of interdiurnal downtime.
Oh, aluminum can tabs and mimeograph machines. Leave it to McCullerich to bring up me time in the me decade. Shouldn't you be at work?
Beg pardon, but do your powers of psychic intercourse go through the boob tube?
Thank you for asking, Mrs. Collar, but no. To the best of my knowledge, they cannot prick that vast wasteland.
For millions of years, tempestuous temporal currents buffeted the days, but a drift toward the center resulted in the week as we know it. At one point, Tuesday and Wednesday were reversed. Those of us who routinely mistake Tuesday for Wednesday are right, just in the wrong epoch.
How often you hear people say Tuesday's a dead ringer for Wednesday, but there's no reason I can see why every day shouldn't Tuesday be. If the right way, my dear, you seek, your perfect twos will last a week, your week a year, the years will blend, to whose a day will never end.
Later on, what would become our modern Friday was grafted onto a second Friday from a different week, carried by a reverse Gulf Stream of calendrical energy. Dayologists conjecture that in dinosaur times, the weekdays shuffled again in a kind of hustle, with Mun through Thur stepping forwards and backwards and ready to twirl, and Fry playing wallflower and merely pointing up and down. The relationship between days and dates has always been affectionate but tenuous. You've seen over the years how there's very little long-term intimacy between days and dates. It seems mutual that the dates will drift promiscuously from one day to the next. Yeah, I saw March 27th out last night on a Wednesday. Wasn't 327 seeing Tuesday this time last year?
This also gives us etymological insight into why romantic couples are said to be dating.
Meanwhile, the Choose the Twos movement embraces beginning one's week with Tuesday, thus avoiding notoriously daunting Monday anxiety. And now that the nights are getting longer, somewhere you might find your Tuesday stretching itself out into Viscount Vichmichal's 4-syllable to-who's-a-day.
To-who's while the moon shines, to-who's through the eve, to-who's at misfortune and it will take its leave. Trouble you must never borrow, to who's it off until tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow is Tuesday, and every day can be to who's a day. When you live that way.
No anti-calendar this year? Well, what about my accrued mental health days?